fixing all the other ones. It's broke.
But how much is it for just the 2 windows?
One is $4,671 and the other's $4,133.
Oh, so it's $8,000 for the 2 windows and then $2,000 to fix all the others.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll fill in the windows and go ahead and just stucco over those windows. We'll just keep the 1 window back there that's already on the right wall.
Oh, fuck. I need to call my damn stucco guy. Tell him to stop stucco, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I'm going to pay $8,000 for those. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather put plexiglass in the damn thing.
Yeah.
But that's not legit. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks they already kind of done their shit, but it'd be cheaper for them to fix what they've done, fill that in, and we'll still do the fixing of the other windows. Getting all the other windows good for the other $2,500 is fine, because that needs to be done anyway for an inspection. But we're already over budget right now by like fucking 20 grand, so not really when we're over budget. You know, there's room in the profits to make it happen because we got a good deal like normal, but obviously it's 20,000 less in profit. So yeah.
Right. You want to try another glass company that's closer?
I don't know of one that's going to do a better deal, man. I mean, that was the cheapest place last time on Madison. That was the cheapest place I could find for glass as it was, because that was the place up in Crestview, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that we'll find. I mean, I don't understand, because that sheet of glass that we put in down at Madison was only like $375. So I don't know.
Well, I'm going to hold off on them. I'm going to call it if they're double paid or single.
Okay.
If they're double, I'll see what 2 singles would be.
Yeah, because I think we can get away with a single pane and be no problem. I mean, we can just tint it or whatever. You know, I can have a guy for $350 put tint on them, and then that will make the summers okay, and then the winters it'll be a little bit more expensive on heat, but it won't be terrible.
I'm gonna call Juan and tell him to hold off around the windows till Monday.
All right.
All right, buddy.
All right, later.
All right.
It's probably like a different window. It's probably those are double pane. It's probably a double pane, non-openable window that's $4,000 each, which rightfully so that makes sense, because a regular window is like $400 and it's only like 36 inches, if that. So it's 24 inches probably on a regular window. So to have a 7-foot wide by 6-foot window makes sense. It's $4,000, you know. But I said single pane or something that's cheap and efficient, not something so large. You know, we don't want. It wasn't our intention. Otherwise, we'll just close it in and do. You know, we could always still close it in and just put 2 regular windows in there instead. You know, which would be cheaper too, but we already have a window in the back room, so there's no reason to have one. I was just trying to make it nicer, you know. But is the house going to sell for more if it has the windows or doesn't have the windows? Absolutely not, right? Which is where a lot of people when they're flipping properties mess up, is they make decisions based off of wants versus needs, just like everybody else in business. And so yeah, dang, that sucks.
Hey.
Yo.
You want them 2 windows back in there, the ones you got there that's still good?
What would we do? Maybe put them just on the front side and nothing on the left side? Or one on one front and one on the other side?
It's up to you. We can do 2 of them in the one wall, or put one on each side. Or do none there. Just leave that one.
Let's just do 2 on the front, and then we'll do none on the left.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bro. Not really. We didn't know we were gonna have to redo the whole damn thing to begin with. We knew we were gonna fix it. We just didn't know how really until after we started doing demo. You know, that we were gonna have to tear everything down. I knew that I wanted that back area to become something better. But here's the thing, like, I could spend the $8,000 and it would still be profitable doing what we've done to that back room. Okay, because it cost me maybe $1,500 in stucco for that back area, because it cost me $4,500 total for stucco, $4,300 total for the stucco work that we've done in the front side and the back room, right? So let's say $1,500 of that is that back room area, and then for them to do everything, reframe everything, let's say that's another $1,500. That's $3,000, right? I'm running an extra AC line and stuff out there, and to run an extra AC line and stuff is about $500, right? So let's say we're at $3,500 now. But by doing that and all that stuff at $180 a square foot, at $200 a square foot, we've added, what is that, $36,000 roughly in value to the building. So I think 180 times 200, no, it's not that much. Yeah, 36,000. So we've added 36,000. So we can list the property for $36,000 more now, but it cost me, let's even say $6,000 to do it. Spend $6,000 to make $30,000 extra as a win. So I could spend, another $8,000, but that's not going to make it sell for more than $36,000. So it would just be eating into my profits at that point. So it's better just to not add those big windows, put back in the windows that were there, but make it nicer than it was before, because now it's stuccoed on the outside, it's reframed in nicely, and those windows aren't bad windows, and just leave it and get the AC duct in there and make 3 times our profit margin on that one room, rather than like only half of our profit margin. And by doing that, it'll compensate for some of the other things that we ended up not being able to, or couldn't account for, like the replumbing of everything, and some of those other things that cost us an extra $10,000 in cost, now that'll get ate up as well. So we found the money in the deal to raise the value of the property to where the things that were shortcomings, that we ended up having to spend extra money on, ultimately, won't matter anymore. Now, if you don't have that situation where you buy a property and there's a value add potential like that, then you have to eat it. But that's why it's important to make sure you're getting a really good deal and accounting for 10% more on your flip budget than what you're thinking, just in case something arises. And you got to make sure you have the money to account for it, because if not, it's going to come out of your net profits. And when you're accounting for 10% more than what you think your flip is going to cost, make sure that 10% is being added into your initial offer, right? Don't be like, cool, well, our minimum that we want to make is $30,000, so we need to offer this amount. We think it's going to be a $60,000 rehab, but it could be 70, so we might only make 20. It's no. If I was offering 150 and I think it might be 70, or I need it to be potentially 70, then I'm gonna offer 140. That way, if it ends up not needing $70,000 and it ends up only being 60, you're now making 40, not 20 or 30. And so always talk that 10% margin into your offer deal. That way, if it doesn't need it, you're making more. Not, if it needs it, you're making less. Your minimums are still your minimums, so that total underwriting needs to be accounted for. So this is a great example of things that can happen, that making the right offer and being firm in your offer and not giving in just to get a deal pays off, because we'll still make, even after all this is all said and done, we'll still make the same amount of money that we projected we wanted to make from the deal. Our private money investors will still make the same amount of money. However, it ended up costing us more money to do the deal than we originally wanted to do the deal. But it's not going to change anything for us, because we accounted for our offer properly, and we could have, however, made more, but we're still making the minimum that we wanted to make.